Let's see. Oh, thank you. There's a thank you. Thank you for the thank you. Isa, um, my gratitude goes for your gratitude. A moment of gratitude there. Okay, quick story. We're running out of time. Um, Time is like a river. Let's stay with the river. Mpho was forced to travel without me populating the value prop or the business model canvas for her. I'll just tell you the story of Mpho, a wonderful example of how someone looked into her own life, into her own story, and came up with a wonderful business idea. When she was small, she tragically lost both her parents. So it's almost like Cinderella, just both parents at an early age. So luckily, she had family members that could take care of her. There was one stint where she was in a children's home. However, as in her own words, it wasn't too long. But this meant that she was passed from uncle to aunt to granny. So she traveled a lot. So she was forced to travel as a youngster. All the different types of vehicles, different people all the time. And she actually realized that, as a young adult, she realized that, but it actually grew on her. It was something that she really loved. And she became a travel agent. And when I met up with her in an advanced startup phase, she had already employed 2 people, and they had a wonderful business model going of daily targets. They had a nice network of prospecting going. They knew how many bookings they had to make every day to make the month balance financially speaking. And the only value that I could unlock in conversation with her was to help her to diversify her client base, that she ended up serving government clients, private sector clients, as well as NGO sector clients. And as you all know, having exposure to those 3 major sectors will often bode well for businesses' sustainability. So that Mpho was forced to travel as a youngster all the time, basically. Disrupted, but she became a world traveler, which is actually, for me, a beautiful extension of that. And her verb then, I can maybe just say, her verb became adventure. It's not really what is the facilitating adventure for herself and for others. Creating adventure. New venture creation is also an adventure. If you market it, it's an adventure. Some wordplay for your late morning. Johan wanted to become a policeman, and I hear many of you saying, didn't we all? Fireman, policeman, help the world, game ranger, whatever. So Johan wanted to become a policeman. He ended up becoming a policeman. However, he had too much of a heart for the hardness of the force by then. So he also went into therapy, into counseling, the soft side, the human side. When he eventually ejected into private sector, he started a business which is in Central South Africa, and it's growing very well. A business which looks with different eyes at armed response, at guarding, at alarm systems, a human first or a people-centric focus, where they know that if somebody responds to your emergency, we can't have a bull in a china shop coming in all guns blazing. I'm from the security company. That sensitivity of I'm entering the sacred space of somebody's home, somebody's office, somebody's business complex, and there are people like me inside. Beautiful value. And then another thing which is wonderful about him is he coaches emerging firms in the security industry to make sure that they also have the character and the competence in an industry with a lot of fly-by-nights. And he also collaborates with the police. There's collaboration which is wonderful on certain high-level crimes, because the report comes from their clients at households or businesses. They link up to the police, who then link up to their case files, and joint arrest, joint operation. How wonderful public-private partnership. And all from a boy wanting to become a policeman with too much of a heart for the hardness of just clinically remaining a policeman. So another invitation to look at your life, look at what's happened to you, look at your circumstances from birth to now, look at what you can do, look at what your character, and then go and look at the needs, the problems, and listen to people with many conversations, and you'll find your first steps into a micro entrepreneurship.
I